So, welcome in our second episode of Algotech podcast, which is about ERP. I have Alena Vongrejová with me. Welcome again.
Thank you.
I am glad you are here because today I will grill a little bit. I will grill you a little bit today. In Czech language, our podcast is called On the Grill. I would say the translation is on the grill. And therefore, I will grill you a little bit. And it's not connected to the fact that here in the studio is a little bit hot, you know. So it's connected to the fact that I want you to describe really deeply to our listeners and viewers more about what ERP localizations, ERP rollouts, and ERP enhancements, you know, or augmentation, or whatever we call it, means in our terms. You know, what countries we are able to cover with the localization, how the project looks, and these things. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video. You can also find, you know, the link of the previous to the previous episode about ERP, and also other links, you know, to our company and the rest of our company offerings like call centers, cloud, CRM, custom development, and other stuff. 24-hour support, for example. And let's go to the topic. What countries with the localizations we are able to cover? And we mentioned it briefly, you know, in the first episode about ERP, but can you be more specific what the localization means?
Mm-hmm. Yes. What the localization means? Basically, in the world of primarily JD Edwards or eBusiness Suite, which are the two main tools from Oracle, or ERP tools, which we are supporting, it means that it's something which is used locally for local or legal requirements. So it's some kind of reports, applications, or some other primarily reports applications which are used in those countries to cover the legal or local needs. We can say that which countries. Let me start from the beginning, maybe how we started to design the localizations and enhancements, and then we will move to the countries which we are actually currently supporting. As we are based in Czech Republic, most of our projects which require to cover also legal requirements forced us to create our own local solutions to cover the basic needs for tax reporting and statutory reporting. Because we knew that Oracle could provide some Czech localizations, but they are not really up to date, and we could not rely on the fact that it will be the releases of those versions will not be provided on time by Oracle. We decided to create our own solutions for Czech Republic in the beginning, and we started to create solutions which were generic for all the customers, because we knew that all the customers had the same needs to generate VAT statement, to generate VAT control statement or EC sales list for tax purposes on monthly basis. And we knew that it's something which will be used for all our customers. So we developed the solution in a very generic way. It could be implemented, installed to any JD Edwards implementation, because it's not impacting standard objects in any way. So the global team does not need to be scared that we will change some code for some other countries. So it's some kind of add-ons to the standard database and standard tools which are actually used. So that's when we created Czech localizations. The same was for statutory statements such as balance sheet, profit and loss statement, cash flow, and other statements which were required in Czech Republic. So this was the starting point when we decided that it will be localizations, and it will be some kind of localization package that we can provide. Yeah, this was the first country. And then...
and we also, if I'm not mistaken, just correct me, you know, And at the beginning, I forgot to introduce myself. I am František Zeman, and I am CEO of Algotech. So I know what we are doing, but I am not in the detail. Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. We started in Czech Republic. We did all these things, like 25 years ago or something like this. But what is our main advantage is that our system is like open, and you will continue to talk about other countries. This is the first thing. And second, in comparison to native Oracle stuff in this aspect, is that we keep it up to date. Yeah, we still keep it up to date, and we follow the laws, regulations, EU requirements. I don't know, whatever politician or policy is introduced. We are following this, and we do it with our customers automatically. So now it's up to you to continue.
All our solutions are covered by license and maintenance. So basically, it's exactly what you have just mentioned, that we are, as part of maintenance, we are following all the legal requirements, and we are updating the solutions to be compliant with the regulations. And at the same time, users who are under maintenance support from us, they also get the new releases which are connected to new versions. So even the bug fixing in the new versions, or if there are any changes in standard solutions, our solutions for localizations, those already include the same features. So we started with Czech Republic, at the same time with Slovakia, because those two markets are really connected to each other. For Slovakia, there were no localizations, so we had to develop from scratch. We created the same package of solutions which could be easily used. And that was the time when also some global implementators started to ask us if we can support them with that, because they knew that it's really difficult to understand the legal requirements in Czech Republic and Slovakia, and to be able to implement or develop by themselves. It's much more complex than if they purchase such a service or such a tool from us directly. We can support them with that. So this is how we operate in Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Okay, this is a bit of history, bit of future, bit of current time, and you talk about Czech Republic, you talk about Slovakia. Go on, go far, go down, go to the east, to the west, to everywhere.
We know that recent years bring some changes in the global world, and we are much more closer than we used to be, and that's when we started to expand also to the other countries, because currently, especially in Europe, everyone could speak English, everyone could connect via Teams, everyone could cooperate, even if we are all far away. And that's when we started to do the projects also outside of Czech Republic and Slovakia. We expanded to Hungary as first. So for Hungary, we created also our own set of localizations. There are standard localizations for Hungary. So part of them we reuse, because those could be used and they are up to date. But some of the localizations we had to develop by ourselves. It's primarily e-invoicing, TUNAV Online, which is our main feature for Hungary, which we can offer. We use the opportunity to use the same solution for JD AdWords and also for eBusiness Suite, because we have a tool which could connect directly to the tax authority for Hungary. So this is something which we could provide. And we know that there is also a global requirement for Intrastat. It's for European Union, for all the countries. It's very similar. The only difference is between export file, which is at the end, but the process for the file generation is very similar across all the countries in European Union. So that's when our solution, which we started to develop for Czech Republic and Slovakia, could be also reused in Hungary, in Belgium, or in other countries. So this is when we started to expand and to differentiate between local and global licenses. And some tools which were already developed in for Czech Republic or for Slovakia could be easily reused by other countries, because those tools or those enhancements do not have borders, because it's some kind of it's something which could somehow enhance the processes across all the other customers. It's not only legal requirement of specific country. So we developed our own tools for for Cash Desk, which is used for petty cash. We developed our own solution for a bank interface for payment orders, and as well as for bank statements. Those could be easily imported. Bank statements easily imported to the system, payment orders easily exported, and then used to the integration with your own bank. This bank interface has also other features of automatic matching of payments and the invoices, as well as of some bank fees and so on. So it's good. We started with Czech Republic and Slovakia, but now we have some customers who are using the solution across all the countries which are in their scope, because as I said, globalizations are getting also to the banks, are getting to the other requirements which are local, which seem to be local in the past, but now they are starting to be global. So these are the enhancements which we could propose also to other customers. Yeah.
You said Hungary right now. Can you go a little bit to the south or to the west, or because there are more countries? I'm sure that
there are more countries.
I know that there are more countries. We are quite successful actually with implementation of JD Edwards supporting and localizing.
Yes.
So
now,
what about Romania?
Now, yes, Romania and Bulgaria. We have a lot of new customers, especially from those two countries. For Romania, we created a big package of localizations, starting from tax reports through the statutory reports. For bank interface, we have reused our solution. We know we have the experience in this field. And then last but not least, there are two main requirements for SAFTI reporting, which is also required in other countries. But as it's very common in the European Union, even if it's required by other countries, there are some specifics for each country. So even in Romania, they have a specific structure which is required to be exported, and this is what we can offer to our customers. And very similar what was done in Hungary. We also prepared for Romania, because in Romania it's required to generate e-invoicing. So e-invoices for each invoice which is generated from the system. So it has to be sent to the tax authority, and we have a tool which could do that.
I somehow read somewhere that Romania population of JD Edwards implementation, it's quite big. You know, the Romania, Bulgaria, and these countries are very good target for Algotech, you know, to support JD Edwards customers. And we have the knowledge of the local market already there. We know the local specifics from the, let's say, statutory point of view, legal requirements for the systems. We have learned all these things. Our consultants know all these things, and I think we can become really proud about it. What we achieved in JD Edwards, and mainly in JD Edwards area, and also in e-business suite area, because we are in Eastern Europe, but not only in Eastern Europe. The main partner of JD Edwards, we have the majority of the consultants, or the biggest number of the consultants working with JD Edwards are in Algotech. So, and we are still ready and hungry, you know, to enhance, you know, to go to other countries, to use our platforms, you know, in other countries. And this is something what makes me very positive about the future in this area. Really, that's something, and I'm proud about you and about your team, because you really move these things forward.
Okay.
As we plan maybe to have other episodes, do you want to now to elaborate more on what we call ACDC, Algotech Compact Data Collector? It's not a band, unfortunately, maybe fortunately. Do you want to talk about it in the next episode, and just to spoil our listeners and viewers for next episode, or do you want to cover now?
Maybe let's try and to cover now, and we will see whether we will have any audience who would like to.
Yeah, maybe we can then cut it.
Yes.
So go on, ACDC, the platform, what it means.
It's the platform which we have developed in Algotech as enhancement to support barcode scanning. It could be used by JD Edwards as well as by eBusiness Suite. We have also some recent implementation where it was used by some other tool. So as I mentioned, it's not something which is really connected only to JD Edwards. It's an add-on which was created as a JD Edwards platform, but it could be easily reused also in some other area. And it's connected directly to the database of JD Edwards. So it's not something which we are integrating. It's basically a platform directly connected to the database itself and using the same business functions and applications which are used in a JD Edwards as an example. And it's supporting.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we have also customers using ACDC, but not using JD Edwards.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just wanted to clarify, for our.
Yes, we started with JD Edwards, but we could connect it also to eBusiness Suite and also to some other tools, even some frameworks which are developed by request, so directly without having any other platform behind. And it's supporting the businesses directly in manufacturing and distribution area. It's facilitating the processes in this area, preventing some risks of human errors when they are entering the data into the system. So it's very widely used in a lot of manufacturing companies currently.
Okay, I think that was quite good spoiler, for our listeners and viewers, because in this aspect I would rather recommend them to follow us on the links, which are behind, below us, somewhere, not behind, they are below us, and contact us, and in any aspect related to ERP or any other aspect related to IT and areas Algotech covers with its services, because ACDC, JD Edwards, EBS, and these systems, they are very complex, and we would love, to talk to you about it and to find out how we can help with the implementation, supporting localizations, technical part. As I mentioned, we have also 24 hours live support, which is not so usual in our area. So for today, thank you, Alena, for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Thank you all.